What's going on? Logan Henry here, and if you're just tuning in, I help high-performing men recalibrate their health and get back the energy, enthusiasm, and body of their early 20s and 30s, but not how you might think. And when clients come to me, they typically find themselves really wanting to get back that energy that they had in their younger years. They'll share with me, man, I want to feel like I'm 25 again and rip the handles off the door hinges, or just be proud of the guy staring back in the mirror. And these guys are already doing very successful in their world, so they got a lot of great things going for them. But along all that success, they just find themselves, that body and their overall energy levels just aren't there. And they'll share with me, hey, one of the things I really feel guilty of is after a long day of work of putting out fires and attending to everybody else, I come home, I'm really excited to see my family, and yet I don't have anything left in the tank to give. I'm absolutely wiped out. I can't engage with my wife how I want to, or I can't go out in the yard and play with my kids, or if they want to go out to a social event, they just would rather make up an excuse because they just don't have enough in them to really give attention outside of work. And maybe you can relate. If you're a high-performing guy, I understand, I completely get it. With everything you have to balance in your world, all the things you have up in the air, the obligations, responsibilities, it can almost feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulders. So what's the answer? Well, think of it like this. Anytime you've been on a flight, you've heard this 1,000,001 times before, right? Make sure to fit your own oxygen mask first. The same thing holds true in your own life. I think it can be very easy for us guys to want to put providing, protecting, and all these other things first. It can be easy for us to forget about ourselves, right? And so this is why fitting your own oxygen mask is really one of the prime things that I always share with my clients, is that if you find yourself burning the candle at both ends, you've got to be willing to fit your own oxygen mask first. You might be thinking, man, I'd love to do that. Maybe you've tried before, but with the little time and energy that you do have, you might be thinking, how in the world do I do that? Well, one thing that I share with my clients that's really helpful is to make sure to get you in before anybody else wants your attention. This is why morning routines are vital. Now, don't worry, it's not one of those morning routines where you're going for 2 hours long of a workout where you got to go to the gym and do all this stuff and journal your life away. I'm not saying that those things are bad, but listen, you're a high performer. My guys don't have time for that stuff. We got to make sure that things are efficient and to the point. And so one quick way for you to be able to do this, if you're feeling like, hey, you know what, I want to put myself first. If you want to try something tomorrow morning, very simple. Number one, grab 1 liter of water, 32 ounces, squeeze half a lemon in there, and put a little pinch of pink Himalayan salt. The water will rehydrate your cells. We're typically dehydrated all throughout the night, and most people will wake up and have a quick pick-me-up, whether it's some kind of caffeine drink that will actually dehydrate them more. The lemon will actually help protect and boost your immune system, a lot of vitamin C in there, and also help you maintain a healthy weight. And at the same time, the pink Himalayan salt will help your adrenal glands for burning out later on in the day. It'll almost get your blood pressure rolling and get things going. We're not talking a lot, we're just talking like maybe a small teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt. You want to use pink Himalayan salt because of the trace minerals in there. Regular salt is usually bleached and processed, so pink Himalayan salt is natural and has got a lot of good trace minerals. So give that a shot, put yourself first. Remember, protect that time. It doesn't have to be long, 20, 30 minutes max. And listen, if you're a high-performing guy who's finding himself sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you want to find more ways to really put your morning together and make sure you're supercharged for the rest of the day, then I invite you to go check out my book, Regain Your Edge, and you can grab a copy of that over at www.logan-henry.com/regain your edge.